Hello and welcome to Gemma's Window. If you have followed the calculations in the box below, or you've jumped onto my website at gemmaswindow@gmail.com and followed the calculations there and determined you are a power year number 7, then you're at the right place. Sevens, hi! Welcome to August 2020. And we're going to do your reading today based on your numbers, and you are in the month of 6. Hooray! Ooh, romantic month. Let's see what happens for you, sevens. Now, just a reminder, 7 is about self-reflection. It's about trusting and having faith and being challenged in those areas, and that to test how you do bounce back from certain situations with your trust or having faith that things are meant to be the way they're meant to be, or they're going to work out for the better. It's a year of what's my purpose and where do I belong and what do I really want. And it's about researching and focus on yourself, or maybe someone else. Maybe someone else has a health issue and you focus completely on that. We're going to keep these numbers in mind as we look at your month of August in terms of business, in terms of love, and then in terms of any question at all that you come up with. So I'm going to shuffle these cards now, sevens, and we're going to take a look at those of you who are working in this month of August 2020. And just as a reminder, sevens, you only have to calculate your power year number once for the year of 2020. Your month changes, and that's where I come in, and I will let you know what that number is for the month. So here we go. Okay, we're going to take a look at our sevens who are working, and we're going to see, well, what is something that some of you can expect may happen in this month of August. And I do want to tell you that I do separate the readings into sections and love or this or that, but anything that is said during this reading, sevens, is for you. So if the romance area seems to make more sense to you than the and it seems to make more sense to you in your business area of life, take it. All words are for you. So for you sevens who are looking for work, for you sevens who are working right now, so you're in this month of 6, and 6 can be about responsibility, and it can be how much do I say yes to everybody else's no? Or how much do I say no to everybody else's yes? And what I feel like is that you are about to open up a very sensitive area that's been on your mind. There is something that's been on your mind about work or in the workplace. You know, I would even suggest that it could even be something that's on your mind that you've wanted to broach with a loved one about work. And man, have you been dragging your feet. You've been dragging your feet and you've been feeling bad about it and not sure what to say or how to bring it up in the workplace. And when you do, and you anticipate problems and a kickback and issues, you actually get more, I'm having here more of a silent treatment. It's more of a waiting, and then you have to wait. So you finally get your nerve up to say it, to put it out there, or what have you, or ask the painful questions that you want. Because of course, I thought, this virus was going to start opening up and getting better at the end of the summer. And it's just not in this area, not in the US. And you might just be having issues about it and need some help or have some questions. the answers aren't going to come right away. You're going to have to wait for those answers. This isn't the month that you're going to get them. Now, 6 also is about communication and nurturing. And so I feel compelled to say, to try to have some compassion for the people on the other end of the question who have to come up with these answers because they just don't know. And you might just come across as a little bit more assertive because when it finally comes up, it comes up and you just burst. I mean, that's what the cards are indicating, 7. So that you have a one-track mind. You should have a one-track mind. You're in the year of 7, but you do need to have the compassion for people who have to kind of figure it out for you and give you an answer and try to give it to you in a timely fashion. Let's take a look at for people who are looking for work. And let's see what comes up for them. Okay, so I feel a state of limbo for you. For those of you who have been looking for work, I just feel this state of limbo, and I feel like, if I may suggest, you may have put in your eggs all into one basket, or just really, really hoped that something was going to work out and land in your lap. But I find you in a state of stress, of, man, this just isn't happening. This just isn't happening fast enough. Now, that 6 that you're in, that month of 6, well, everything in here is discussing that you've made a connection, you've already spoken to someone, you were relying on someone, maybe you don't want to pester, maybe you're hearing rumors that it's not going to work for you, but you're afraid to call them. Everything here says you've done all the right things. You can give yourself a gift, and you can call and you can ask for what you want, because that 6 is about responsibility. It's about, I've done this and this and this for this company, and now I need Fridays off, and I'm going to ask for them. So it's along those kind of lines, is that you've paid your dues, and now you can ask for something in return. And that's what this reading is saying. It also happens to be the 7 of Pentacles card, which is, there are no coincidences in your outcome here, and it's you asking someone for something and putting it out there, what you need and what you want. Pentacles is about your money, your tangible things, your wealth. And 7 again is about that focus, is about some of you know what you want, or you know the feelers you've put out there, or you know what's, your comeuppance, and you want to go and get it. And this reading is suggesting go ahead. And remember to be your kind self, your understanding self, your nurturing self, while you're putting it out there, what you need. Okay, 7s. All right, let's go. Let's take a look at romance and love. And let's take a look for those of you in a relationship in this wonderful year of 7 and in this month of 6, which is 6 is all about the romance. Now, more than not, it's about success. Sometimes it can mean breaking up because you've got to let somebody go to move forward to get what you want. Okay, so here we go. We're talking about 7s who are in a relationship. And so what I have here is a lot of hemming and a hawing and not getting an answer, response, outcome of something that you've wanted. Now, some of you may not be getting a response from someone, but some of you here are also playing mind games that you are expecting, well, they should know. Well, I want them to come to me. And you're willing to wait and wait and wait and wait. Now, I want to tell you that the desired outcome is a possibility. The card says delayed satisfaction, that's in your action spot. So there, most definitely, you can get a response. But to get it, you've got to work your butt off. You've got to go after it. You've got to, if you're the one who's withholding information, and you're the one that's withholding that you're interested in something, or that you want something, or you know what I mean, those of you who I'm talking to, you know what I mean, then you have to lay it on the line, be very clear about what your needs are, what you want, and how hard you're going to fight for them. And if the other person is the person holding out, well, then you have to lay it on the line again about this is what I want, or why aren't you, being open, and this is what's going to happen. But the card that I have that says for you to fight is a card that says it's a very difficult fight, but the outcome is better than you could ever imagine. So fight for what you want, kids, in that relationship. You're in a year where you've got to know who you can trust, who to have faith in, who's got your back, who really cares. You need the truth, 7. 7 is all about truth, and 6 is all about home and hearth. Let's take a look at you 7s who are looking for love. Whoop, whoop. You're looking for love. Okay. Oh my goodness. So I have a card, and I'm using 3 different decks. This is the second deck we're using for relationships, and I've gotten the same Ace of Wands. And that card for me is dissatisfaction. It means that you've got everything at your fingertips, and yet we find you dissatisfied. So there seems to be a theme perhaps with you 7s that for whatever reason in this month of Aug 2020, you're getting antsy. You're feeling that people are maybe letting you down and not coming through. And you're in this month of 6 of, my God, I've done this, and this for this situation or person or company, and you can't even do this. For me, this is where we're finding you, and that is very typical because the numbers, that's why I've included them in my readings. They take some of the pressure off of me. They're scientific, they stay the same. And I can see that that's a thread going through your month. So we have 7s, and they're looking for love, and they really, what I feel like here, 7s, is that you're getting in your own way. You're actually getting in your own way. You have requirements and demands, perhaps, of what you think you need in a relationship, or perhaps you're following a pattern that the pattern always seems to come with some kind of conflict that just can't work out. You always pick the person, or perhaps this year or this month, you're picking the people who just seem to have a conflict. They're still in a relationship. They're still married. They've got children. They've got a job that demands too many hours. They're out of state, and so with the COVID, it's too hard, and this and that. And the cards are suggesting to you that you've got everything going for you. Why don't you look for somebody who's your equal? Why don't you look for somebody who you look up to in certain regards, that you might consider, well, they're better in that area than me. Let me have an example in front of me. That's what I feel like the cards are saying, is to go back to those questions of who am I, what do I want in this life, what are my goals, what is my purpose? Who is really the best match for me? Have I had successful relationships? What's made them successful? What is differing now? It's the truth, 7s. It's getting to the truth. Okay, 7s, let's take a look at any question you have, okay? You can go back and you can ask again about relationship. You can ask about work. anything at all. You can ask about finance or any situation. It's not a yes or no. We don't do yes or no's because there's too much energy around every situation to just, I don't feel right doing that. A lot of readers don't. Just yes, no. I can't do that. It's what your energy is giving me today and what it's leaning towards. So think about what's the best I can expect from, get a nice specific question, more specific, the more specific I am. And we're choosing cards. And then you'll tweak my answer to fit your question. Just don't change the outcome. Man, the whole theme, sevens, is I've done for you, now you do for me. I really feel like the reading here is saying that you yourself have not had an issue in various times in your life going the extra mile for someone else, for another situation, for a cause. You've sacrificed. You've protected. So we have to try to get you over this hurdle, sevens, to do communication in this month of August, to stand up for yourself in the situation, whatever question you have, ask for what you want, and decide what your boundaries are. What are you willing to settle for? And what are you going to do if the answer is no? Or the outcome isn't what you want? What are you going to do about it? Are you going to take care of yourself, or are you going to continue, with the status quo? I'm not doing a Pollyanna read. I'm not just telling you what you want to hear. For the majority of you, the cards are saying that you really have paid your dues in various areas of your life. And yes, we're all under stress. And yes, we're all under pressure with jobs and work and health and, oh my God, education and plans and graduations and vacations and weddings and, oh my God, it's such a compromised environment. But you, as individual sevens who are listening to this, and Spirit knows which one of you are going to be listening, you've paid your dues. You've worked. You've committed. You've done these things, and this month you're getting permission to ask back for something that you need or want, and do your best to try to get it. Thanks, sevens. Thanks for joining Gemma's Window this month. I hope to see you next month when you're in the month of 7, so it's 7/7 next month. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you. And anything more about me that you'd like to know, or to schedule a private reading, please jump onto my website at gemmaswindow@gmail.com. Thanks so much, sevens. See you next time. Bye for now.